Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day again. We got extra news for today's video. Mike XRP has tweeted out massive internal outages at major banks happening now. News to follow. You can see in this right here. Next week comes from Ripple. A digital future that works for all must be founded around sustainability. Now if we click on the article right here, based on data from McKinsey report of countries already in economic recovery, energy consumption patterns are showing greater levels than those before the lockdown as advanced digital technologies become more commonplace. This will undoubtedly lead to sustainable long-term increases in energy consumption if the right planning and investment isn't put into place now to ensure that our increasingly digital future is also a sustainable future as well. That starts with relying on cleaner, green technologies and energy sources. Again, guys, green, green, green. Think for yourself, a sweet out. The very understandable confusion I'm seeing between the terms GCR, QFS, keeping the vibrations high. Let's watch this.
Back at the reservoir of positivity. It's karma, it's beautiful. Doing my best to be around water, keep my vibes high, keep the energy levels high. So I want to just share something that came to me. I'm watching a lot of confusion about the different terminology. I want you to remember, or try to, because I'm trying to. Ask not what the Great Awakening can do for you. Ask what you can do for the Great Awakening. And what does that mean? It means that, the Great Awakening is the broad brush concept of everything that's going on, the changes that are going on for humanity in all the different subjects. And that's very exciting. A lot of people are sharing that information and, they're doing such a great job of doing that, whether you're doing it in coffee mornings right up to YouTube videos to whatever it is. Everybody's trying to share their version in a way that makes sense to others and for them to then find their knowledge by putting pieces together, and that's the really important thing. But there's some confusion. I see people say, I can't wait for the QFS, the quantum financial system, to kick in because, I need the funds, etc. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, the quantum financial system shifted. It came in place. The global monetary system is shifted onto it. It's simply the railroads, the running track for the whole financial system. It's simply changed. But most people didn't understand the running track for the system beforehand. So there's no great reason that you should do. You just need to know that it's fairer. It isn't out of that change that debt relief comes, money goes to humanity, etc. That's within the NESARA and GESARA Act. You see the lists, okay? The quantum financial system is within that list. The shift to a asset-backed currency is also within that list. The global currency reset and the debt relief and the money for humanitarian projects are all coming out of an unfolding NESARA, GESARA, and it's being driven by Trump. And the more and more I see, the more extraordinary that is. The Great Awakening is the broad subject. The other subjects are within the NESARA, GESARA. Just keep watching, keep being patient, and be happy for those who receive it.
QSO Rapasuito, Spain in, testing Europe CBDC. Revolution is here. This will be the digital euro. Europe puts its alternative to cryptocurrencies and electronic currencies from China and Russia in the testing phase. The 5 large Spanish banks will soon begin tests to operate with the digital euro, the blockchain-based currency project of the European Central Bank, ECB, after having been tested in France and Italy. The ECB wants the digital euro to compete with cryptocurrencies and with the digital currencies that countries such as China or Russia prepare. As we can see, guys, implications that the European digital currency will have on the monetary policy and on consumers. CBDCs, again, more testing is happening. We're entering this new era. TruthSeek33 has to read out this right here. From 5th September, our universal confirmation measurement period kicks in. This means that all the financial institutions will be measured on whether or not they'll be confirming at least 80% of their payments within 2 business days, including if they are been transferred outside of SWIFT. Initially, this information will be only visible to yourself until June 2021, But for institutions who fail to meet the criteria by the end of November 2020, they may lose access to some features of the basic tracker. XRP has tweeted out one world currency. In January 1988, the magazine published a feature article called Get Ready for a World Currency. The article called for countries to give up their money in favor of a world central bank, which would issue a new global currency. It suggested the name Phoenix for the currency. Now, 2018 has come and gone, but the prospect of a global financial crisis ushering in a world central bank and a new global currency is increasingly plausible. As I'll explain shortly, this is bad news for the US dollar. For months, I've been telling my readers that an epic market crash is very likely before the end of Trump's first term. That's because the magnitude of a crisis is directly related to the amount of malinvestment getting flushed from the economy. In other words, the bigger the boom, the bigger the bust. Ian Northing has tweeted out, interesting. This from Mike right here. Just for your information, I saw this today on the official IRS website. Planned outage, September 5th to 8th, 2020. The service will be unavailable from the dates right there due to planned maintenance. We apologize for any inconvenience. Another maintenance is happening, guys. What do we think here? Rule XRP has tweeted out, Brazil could have CBDC by 2022, says central bank president. Now if we go to the article right here. In brief, Brazil's central bank president said that the country could release a central bank digital currency by 2022. The country's forthcoming PIX system already aims to speed up interbank payments and make them cheaper. PIX could form the backbone for a larger CBDC. A lot of talks about CBDCs, guys. Look at this. Brazil is coming into the play. Central bank payments news has tweeted out, real-time cross-border payments innovator could cut trillions from global financial friction. RTGS Global via Forbes. What do you see here? American corporations may soon be able to send payments to foreign suppliers faster than they could settle accounts domestically through a company that is changing the way corresponding banking works. Ogden figures that 43,000 banks around the world could become participants in the RTGS Global Network, which operates on the ISO 222 message standard. It could change the way corresponding banking works and ensure customers no longer have to phone their banks to find out where a payment is. It is right in front of our eyes, guys. It is right here. It is right here. The final tip for today's video comes from Grayscale. What do we see here? XRP has gained momentum amongst both financial institutions and individual users. Why? There we go, guys. And then they just talk about XRP right here. But look, a lot of people are really talking about XRP and a lot of other things. But who really knows what is going to happen at the end of the day? But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Feel free to be a member of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And you guys, see ya.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do. And he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appearing real.